Hello, hey, hi, welcome or welcome back to Mia Likes Movies. My name is Mia and I do like movies. I like a lot of other things too, but Mia Likes Movies just makes sense. Or sounded better. What even is my original intro? Does it even matter anymore? Welcome back. We're doing another Let's Play today. And I decided to go back to Slay the Princess mostly because my brain is kind of foggy and I just less combat would be great right now. We'll see where we left off. All right, welcome. Let's get into this. Where were we? Wow, it's been a second. It's been over a month.
Path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard. Amazing. Oh. Up. Okay. Oh, okay. So, what haven't I said already? What if I turn around and leave?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Obviously not. Let's see. Ooh, let's lie.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
I'm feeling chaotic.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Agreed.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
So what we discovered at the
That's
end...
strange.
Whoa.
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Love. Is destiny predetermined? Is fate real? Oh, turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Okay. Fine.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess, because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her.
Sure. Yeah.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology,
Typical
but I have
man.
to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Fine. Oh. Wait. There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go into the cabin, don't I? Fine. Oh yeah. Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm going to keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Okay.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
I don't like this.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
The only reason I even know what a fractal is thanks to Frozen.
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Well, that's not what this is about at all. You're so selfish.
Doomed us all. You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. You aren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? Oh, you bastard, you're in for it. I'm wise to your tricks. But I died. Those walls weren't there last time. Oh, yep. Those walls weren't there.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Right.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Love this guy. Remember him?
He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
Love.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Guys, how do you feel that he just called you pathetic? Stay in the woods forever? Oh, you know I gotta click it.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Completion? Yeah, okay.
A
Fine.
warning before you go any further. She will lie, she
Okay,
will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from
Okay,
slaying
so I
her.
didn't skip anything.
Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Okay, I don't trust this guy,
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
which is why I don't trust him.
Let's keep an open mind. The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost
That's so
the same
cool.
space.
Look at the floor.
It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths. Its material devoid of feature.
It actually looks fine to me.
Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
Like that idea.
We're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess.
A princess.
How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that. And when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
Well, we got the title drop there, my
And
friends.
if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
I like the sound effects. I genuinely thought were something happening in my bathroom.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job. So you're just going to have to get better at yours.
Damn, okay.
And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
Okay, that's fair.
What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
Fine.
Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
So I feel like I should have a goal this little go at continuing the story, because this is still the same save that was last time, so we're continuing this multiverse. So like my theory so far is that there's a bunch of multiverses, like multiple timelines, and that depending on your choices, you can skip timelines or they start to mesh together. Obviously, there's like some supernatural elements going on. I'm really more like what I'm most interested in is who we are, because we've got glimpses of what we look like, and I want to know more about like who we are, how we got here, and why us, and why we start with the voice of the hero out of all of the other voices. I think that's what I'm most curious about. Okay. See, let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Let's wipe it.
You reach forward
See?
and
Like,
rub
what
your
is
hand
that?
against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Let's... I'm not going to take the blade this time, because I've taken it every other time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once.
Ugh.
An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
I literally would get a headache.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you.
That was also my internal reaction.
Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Love how the H is capitalized there as if the narrator is akin to some sort of god. Take the harsh stairs to the left, take the center staircase, or take the soft stairs to the right. I'm feeling very soft today, so let's take the soft stairs.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way.
I love that. I wish all stairs were like that.
But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight.
It kind of looks like intestines or something.
The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
It definitely looks like some kind of internal organ.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
Okay.
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Love.
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
Ah!
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
See, this art is slightly different from the other art we've seen. Like, it's darker.
I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
I didn't bring a weapon.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here. Should we play it casual? I say, what's your name? Let's get to know her.
You can call me Princess,
Aw.
if you'd like.
She looks really cute.
Princess.
That scared me.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. Where there was once just one of her,
But I love how
there's
this
now
looks.
another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time?
I don't know, it's been like a month.
Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it.
Whoa, why are you being sassy?
It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
Do you know how much healthier my brain would be if I could just unthink thoughts? I'd be a different person.
Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
I'm down. All right, let's see. I think the key to is okay, so those highlight at the same time, all three of those. Don't know if that's supposed to happen. Do you see that? So we won't do that. Getting down here was weird. Like I pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? Let's ask questions because I think that'll break her.
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
I didn't jump that time.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
Okay. More questions. More questions. So I asked all the questions. Well, it's okay.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best.
Oh, it's that one talking.
I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger.
That one.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going.
I love this art.
Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade.
No.
Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to...
Oh, I did it again.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers?
Not to be a dick, dude, but this was literally your idea.
Can't even follow what's going on anymore.
And I did it again. I'm nothing if not consistent. Consistently inconsistent.
We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
I just got itchy too. Let's just try all three. What's gonna happen? I don't want to click that one yet. I'm afraid to break it. Let's just do, I was sent here to slay
But
you.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. You You don't think I'm some sort of monster, do you?
Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
Maybe I shouldn't ask that one.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different?
Mayhaps that is the thesis.
Stop over.
Fuck. Okay. I'll read it since I accidentally interrupted it. Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason the situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been one option, and that option is slaying her.
Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Alright, well, all three.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
She's still so hot, though.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
So cool.
But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
I don't like this guy anymore.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Hello.
I think he's gone.
He really did just kind of fade out.
We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us?
What are we?
There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
God, this is so good.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
I like that they let one of them, like, deliberately be off, like, take longer.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this.
This is so good. Oh my
How
god.
surprisingly sincere.
This art is so
I
good.
didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Now you see, I knew they had consequences and I still chose to do it, which I think is
It's
worse.
a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I'll do my best. The illusion of choice says when everything is possible, nothing is. Okay, so a telltale game.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared. Okay. Should we be, like, mysterious and indignant, or should we just be helpful? But also kind of mean. Let's do the first one.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. He's just messing with us. Right?
Approach. You approach the mirror. Gaze into the reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Decay. You've withered. Oh no. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Is that a good thing? Am I getting further in the game? You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
I'm sorry, but all I'm staring at is your titties right now.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. Okay, I don't understand that. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this festival? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right? Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? What do you want me to bring to you next time? Oh, I feel like... Okay. Explore. I want to do this one. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. Yeah.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight answer? Or, yeah, what do you think of this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold.
Okay.
They will make for a rich and vibrant heart.
Whatever that means.
Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Huh. Okay. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. I don't want to go back anymore. I just want to stay here forever if I have to. What do you want me to bring to you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Okay, that's fair.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and tells me new secrets.
Okay. Okay. So you don't have any preference on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets.
Okay.
My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Mother is mothering. I don't want to go back anymore. I just want to stay here forever if I have to.
If you need time, then I will wait with you.
There is no waiting forever. Continue to wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage.
Oh.
You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
It just closed the game on me. Okay. My brain's not in a good enough place to play that right now. This is really good. This is really good. I think we'll just stop it here today since the game My choices led to a natural conclusion, I guess. So this game kind of reminds me of like the meta-ness of Doki Doki. It feels like almost like a choose your own adventure book in a way. And it feels like that in a way that's like different from other choice-based games. Like this feels more akin to a choose your own adventure book because it is so narratively focused and it's hand drawn and there's not really like gameplay. So this was a short episode, but thank you for joining. If you'd like to see more Slay the Princess, let me know and I can do that for you. Make sure to like, subscribe. For $2.99 a month, you can become one of my channel members, also known as Mia Likes members. You get 3 exclusive perks, one of which being an exclusive members community tab, priority reviews on your comments, and a shout out at the end of all my videos. Which brings me to our shout outs for this week. Xylor, thank you so much for all of your support. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad all of you are here. I appreciate you all so much. Let me know what else you'd like to see in the comments below, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.